So you guys want to hear some vacation stories? One of the things I asked my wife many years ago. She and I have been together. We're getting ready to celebrate our 30th anniversary. It's coming up. And I asked her one time about why she's still with me. Why does she love me? And you know what her one of her response was? Well, among other things, one of her responses, I make her laugh. And I do. Not in not always an attempt to actually be funny, but just in general. I make her laugh because sometimes I'm a complete and utter idiot. And this story that I'm going to tell you is a prime example of it. Needless to say, we started our journey to Aruba with my wife almost dying laughing at the TSA checkpoint, getting on the plane to Aruba. So let me set the story up for you guys, because as you guys probably know by now, I have never told a short story in my life.
No, no, he hasn't
I haven't. I
really.
haven't.
If he's gonna tell you he went to the state gas station to buy beef jerky and some gas, like
And
it's gonna be a 20-minute story. He
well,
can't just be like he just can't be like I went to went down to the store to get some beef jerky and some gas.
this will be a short story, but it's pretty funny. But I have to start with the fact that before we left on the trip, I swapped cars with my son. My son has his car is not as old as mine, and I trust it more than I trust mine. Mine recently broke down, and I fixed it. No big deal. But I don't like the idea of going 5 hours on a long 300-mile trip with it. It just scares me a little bit. So I switched cars with him, and he's one of those guys where if something is falling apart with his car, if it doesn't impede him from getting to work, he doesn't really care. And he has one of these key fobs where the button stopped working. And I told him, I said, I'll see if I can take care of it. Well, I have the backup key, and it hasn't worked in forever. And so I went and took it to the AutoZone and got new batteries. And I put the batteries in it, and his didn't work properly, but the backup key worked perfectly fine. So I said, okay, this is the one I'm going to give him back. And I put the dead batteries in my pocket and forgot I had them there. So we leave, we go down, we drive, we get to the airport, we first checked into the hotel, no problem, did all that stuff. The next day we were going to the airport, and I had the same shorts on, and I had my wallet, my keys, I had everything that you normally get. Well, when you get to the checkpoint, they ask you to empty your pockets, take off your shoes, take off your belt, take off your hat, and send it through the machine. Now, Jen's in her chair, so she gets up and she goes through, and they wand her down, and they do all that stuff. And I go into the spinning machine where you put your arms up and it goes around you, and an alarm kind of went off. And I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. So I go through, and the guy says, there was something in your crotch area. And I go, and thinking to myself, I've got nothing at all. So I'm like, okay. The guy says, I'm going to have to pat you down. And he said, do you want to do it here, or do you want to go into a private room? And I'm thinking to myself, trust me, I got nothing to hide at all. So I said, we can do it right here. No problem with me. So he gets down on his knee to start doing the pat down, and I lift my hands in the air. And another part of the story that I probably didn't tell you guys, I like bigger clothes. Like, for example, I like wearing a 3X shirt, even though a 2X is perfectly fine with me. I like the extra room in my shirt. So it looks a little baggy on me, but I'm okay with that. Well, I'm the same way when it comes to my shorts. My shorts are a little bit bigger than they're not tight, and my belt is massively important. Now, just remember, I've already gone through the security check. I put my belt and my shoes and everything in the thing. So I lift up my hands like this, and my wife is standing there watching this whole thing happen. And I'm standing right in the middle of everybody, and the guy gets down on one knee to get ready to do the pat down. I lift my hands up, and then my shorts drop to my ankles. So needless to say, the TSA agent and everybody around me knew whether or not I was wearing boxers or briefs. And my wife is rolling. She could not help herself. I swear, if she didn't have something to lean on, she would have been on the ground. She was laughing so
Yeah.
hard. And she's like, "This has been the greatest trip, and it's only just started." So I immediately grab my pants and pull them, and I'm like, "I am so sorry." And I guarantee you, this has happened to them before.
Oh, absolutely. But it's pretty great that it happened to you too.
It happened to me, and hey, and I'm like, I wasn't. I I'm not easy to embarrass because I don't care, but I felt bad for the guy. And when they do their pat down, they don't do it like this. They do it with the back of their hand, and he had to, go inside my crotch area and go all the way around my buttocks. And yeah, he felt everything. And it wasn't until we got done and I got over to where I picked up all my clothes or all my stuff that I reached into my pocket and went, "Oh, here's those two dead batteries." I didn't remember they were there, so I didn't think to take them out. But that's what it is that set off the machine, was the two watch battery size batteries that were in my pocket that I completely forgot all about. And
You
hey, at
are
least
you are a cartoon character.
oh, I definitely am. But that's how our trip started. So, and we had, and I'll be honest with you guys, I had a fantastic time. I missed you all thoroughly, especially you, Avery. Manuel, I missed you as well. I missed all of you. But yeah.
Ugh.
Oh, I felt so bad for that guy. I mean,
Oh man.
yeah, well, that's the job they signed up for.
Yeah.
Hey everybody, and thanks a lot for checking out the video. If you like the content, click the subscribe button and hit the bell for notification. Leave us a comment. Let us know what you think. Thumbs up, thumbs down, either way, and we'll catch you all next time.